Hi guys, welcome back to my Exvius guide. Now I'm gonna review Sozhe. Let's take a look at his stats first. Sozhe has nice attack stats and defense. He also gets 50% boost on his attack and defense. This makes him into tanker and attacker hybrid. He has 50% fire resist, so this will make him durable against enemies who use fire attack. You can also boost that to 100% easily simply by pairing him with Ifrit. He also gets health plus 30%, which make him have a lot of health. He can reach 5000 health without any equipment, so he is really durable. To support his attacking capabilities, he also learned Dragon and Demon Killer. He able to equip almost all weapon types too. So there are 16 weapon types. He able to equip 10 of them. So yeah, quite nice for him. That's all about his stats. Let's take a look at his good skills. The first is Siege Soldat. This one will increase your fire resistance by 40% and allow you to attack at the same time. This means you can keep your fire resist high without wasting any turn to buff your fire resistance. The damage itself is not that great, simply average, but it has fire element, so you can multiply the damage by reduce enemy fire resist by using his next skill, Suppression. This will debuff enemy fire resist by 50%. The damage multiplier is also 1.8, so not much difference if you compare it to Siege Soldat. Make sure you use this first before you use any fire skills because this will multiply the damage. The next skill is Defense Order. This is very useful to increase your party survivability in the battle, especially when you are not able to debuff the enemy's attack and magic. So your only hope to survive against that kind of enemy is by boost your own defense. The next skill is Provoke. It is very good skill. Usually you need to equip Golem to get this skill, but having this naturally will make you free to use other Esper for him. So you can equip any Esper to have 50% more resist on certain element, and then you can use Provoke to tank the elemental damage. For the example, if you fight the enemy who use a lot of ice attack, then give him Siva. He will have 50% ice resist. This way you can use Provoke and take the damage safely. The next good skill is Hell Shaft. This is the most damaging skill he has. It deals about 3.1 damage if you include the Ignore defense. It is fire element too, so you will deal more damage if you have used Suppression to reduce enemy fire resistance. It also has 30% chance to paralyze all enemies. I don't think you can depend on it to paralyze, especially when the enemy has a resist against paralyze. There are simply much better options to inflict paralyze. For the example, Zetzer's Curse card. The next is his LB. It is good for him because there are no skills which will exceed the damage unless you equip him with Dual Wield. But Dual Wield is not recommended in my opinion for him because he is more suitable to become a tanker. The Limit Burst doesn't have fire element too, so it is nice to have this when you fight the enemies who has fire resist. Let's take a look at his mediocre skills now. The first is Boulder Stance. It only affects one target, you. You has Defense Order skill, which is better because it affect all members. This means this skill will give you only 20% more defense and spirit. Provoke is only 75% chance, so the enemy still able to attack other members. And because you cast this instead of Defense Order, they will take a lot of damage. So the conclusion is, if you want to use this, then make sure you use defense order first to make sure others safe. So yeah, it is not bad, but simply mediocre. The next skill is on fire. I said this is bad because most of his attack is already fire. So why bother to add fire to your attack? This skill is useful if you plan to use normal attack. But again, why you need to do that? I think that's all about his skills. Now let's take a look at his equipment. So on this build, I prefer to make him into tank. So no dual wield for him. Without dual wield, he can equip shield or heavy shield to match opponent's elemental attack and able to tank better. He is really good to absorb enemies' element attack because of flexibility to change esper and still have provoke. He must equip heavy armor to get attack and defense bonus from his passive. Attacking is only a bonus for him. It is not his strong point. So yep, he has dragon and demon killer, but his attacking skills are mostly fire element. So once you meet the enemy with fire resist, you cannot do anything. One of his main strength is 50% resist against fire, but the enemy who use fire attack frequently probably resist against fire too. So I think this render his attack skills useless. So for the example is the flame dragon from the Shadow of the Empire. The dragon use a lot of fire attack, so it is very good to bring Sozhe to that battle. But like I have said, because flame dragon use fire attack frequently, he has high fire resistance too. So it is not good for Sozhe to attack the dragon. Yep, that's all about the equipment. Now let's compare him to the other tanker. So compared to Cecil, Cecil is much better than him as a tanker because he has damage mitigation ability and Q Raja. But Sozhe wins in terms of attacking power. Cecil rely heavily on Golem though because he doesn't have provoke. So I think Cecil is still better, but Sozhe may be more useful than him on certain battle. The next tanker right now is Snow. Snow is good because he has draw attack ability, so he doesn't need to use provoke anymore. Yeah, even the chance of draw attack is only 50%, but still you don't need to use provoke, okay? Snow also has counter attack ability which synergizes well with his draw attack ability. The biggest weakness of Snow is he not able to equip heavy shield, so it is a little bit hard to increase his elemental resistance. Not mentioning Warrior of Light, who is probably gonna get his 6 stars form soon. Warrior of Light is much better than him because of 100% provoke and full break. So my conclusion is Sozhe is nice tanker if you just starting the game or you doesn't have Cecil or Warrior of Light. If you already have those heroes, then I think there's a little reason to use him on the battle. Maybe he is useful when you fight enemy with fire attack because of his natural fire resistance. He also strong against thunder and ice enemies because he can simply equip thunder and ice shield and then equip Shiva or Ramuh to get 100% resist. So if that's not enough, you can give him heavy armor with those elements to reach 150% resist easily, and then you can simply provoke the enemy and take 0 damage. His Trust Master reward is also nice for any of your physical attackers. The health and attack boost is nice, and the MP regen stack with auto refresh, so you can care less about MP management for that hero. So in the end, Sozhe is not hero you want to burn your lapis to get, but if you get him, then it is very nice because, yeah, like I have said, his Trust Measure reward is nice even you don't use him on the battle. So I give him 8.5 out of 10. The king is on fire. Before I end this video, thank you very much for Umbra. Without her, this video won't have any attack animation. So yeah, thank you very much. So yep, thank you very much for all you guys who watching this too. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more Final Fantasy Brave Exvius guide. Bye guys!